Hello and welcome to the weather update. It's 11 p.m. The storm update here, and we have power outage numbers going up. We have over 10,000 outages. I predicted this would happen. A lot of power outages, mostly in Suffolk County. Suffolk County is being hit very hard by power outages. You can see there's a large one in North Bayshore here. That's about 1,100 customers. Very large one here. Let's go ahead and yeah, you can see lots on the map here in Suffolk County. Another large outage here. Outages here in Lake Grove. We still have those going on in Bohemia. I believe we had a couple going on in Bohemia too. Yes, very large one in Bohemia. And another outage here. And this is because of the high winds now hitting Suffolk County. The storm is also bombing out. Oh, we've got another large outage now. This is affecting Manorville. Almost all of Manorville is out. So very high winds in this area that are causing a lot of power problems. Now the power problems are starting to go to the east end. You can see lots of power problems on the South Shore, a lot of power problems to report out east. We're going to go and take a look at the actual breakdown outages by area just to go ahead and see. Go and look at the towns. Let's see what the towns are being impacted. So Nassau only has 1,498 out. It's Suffolk, where the majority is, 8,390. And that is mostly in Brookhaven Town and Islip Town that are being impacted by these outages. And we also have problems on the Long Island Railroad. Service is suspended on the Ronkonkoma line. This was happening as I was doing the last weather update due to low hanging wires. And they're not providing any shuttle buses. People are being stranded. Service is terminating at Deer Park. And they wound up canceling a train at Penn Station. Now, there's no reason why they had to cancel that mainline train and screw everybody at Mineola and Hicksville and all the other stops that are west of Deer Park. This is pure discrimination on the Long Island Railroad's part just because they wanted to screw us. So it was a train at 11:14. And what are you going to do about all the customers at Deer Park trying to get to Ronkonkoma? So apparently there are lots of people at Deer Park that are stranded. There are no shuttle buses being provided. Once again, because Mr. Pat Foy, let's get his picture on the screen here. Mr. Pat Foy, this piece of garbage right here, doesn't believe in providing shuttle buses. This piece of garbage. Yeah, this guy right here. Cuomo taps Pat Foy, former Mangano chairman, because he doesn't believe in providing shuttle buses for the main line because he wants to screw people. And Cuomo, Mr. Andrew Mangano Cuomo, we could just I could just put Mangano Cuomo in here. Look at what comes up here, just so you see. Look at this here. Here's another picture of them together. Here they are. Look at. Oh yeah, go back to this one. Look at them laughing. Look at them laughing. Look at them together laughing. Look at this. Look at them together laughing while they screw us. All right? Take a taxi, Uber or Lyft, and get ripped off. Yeah, I'm sorry to rant about this in the weather update, but that's what's going on. So we have the 1025 from Deer Park operating late. There's a passenger extra at Huntington that will make all local stops because cancel from that Caltech Connect. We should instead take the 1102. So the 1102 is going to be overcrowded now as a result of this. And I'm just going to go to my LIRR, and we're going to take a look at this because this is impacting the Long Island Railroad. And once again, the Long Island Railroad is screwing people on the main line. I understand they're down wires, but why do you cancel a train on the main line that has nothing to do with that, So I don't know what the 1109, I guess that would be the 1141 to Huntington. So that's this train here. That is the next mainline train that leaves Penn. And there was a Knicks game there, or some kind of game, so that's going to be really overcrowded. Let's see how many cars this train is. All right, it is 12 cars. It hasn't started yet. All right, but this is just discrimination here. So you can see here, these are your next trains. So there's a gap on the main line between the 1106 and the 1141 at Mineola. You know that 1141 is going to be overcrowded. All right, but they don't care. They don't care. They only care about a certain demographic on the pretty little Babylon branch, and that's it. So let's take a look at the radar. You will see that the rain is ending. Really heavy stuff going on. This low is really deepening, so we're going to look at some observations right now. And again, I'm having really slow speeds through FiOS, so I don't want this video being very long. If FiOS, if you have Verizon FiOS, is your service going downhill? Let me know, because the service that FiOS is a ripoff, is what it is. All right, I'm about ready to go to Optimum, out of my contract, so I'm ready to just get rid of FiOS probably within the next week or so, after 7 years of being a loyal customer. So 64 degrees at probably more than 7, it's like 9 years. 64 degrees at Farmingdale. Southwest wind to 13, gusting to 28. Look at the barometer. It's down 29.09 inches. That's 984.9 millibars. So this thing is deepening. All right, and let's go to Islip. I'm thinking what's where the center of it is now. The barometer is 29.09 inches, 985 millibars. So this is, you see, they still got the southeast wind. This low is deepening very rapidly. Let's take a look at the satellite right now. And you can see, here it is. This is it right here. It's deepening very rapidly. It's getting some additional energy from the ocean, so it's picking up some strength. We're done with the heavy rain, but we're not done with the wind. The wind continues. We have a high wind advisory in effect until 6 p.m. tomorrow. All right, that is it's not on here, but there is a wind warning. We have gale warnings. So the winds are going to be a problem through tomorrow at 6 p.m. Obviously, the worst will be tonight into tomorrow morning. But the outages are piling up as the storm is winding up. Let's look at the Ventu sky, and we'll take a look at there is our circulation here. You can see clearly here. Look at that. So let's take a look at the wind speed here. And you can see we're at a low, but Suffolk County is not at a low. Let's do wind gusts. Let's do wind gusts. So we're at a low, but look what happens. We're going to be getting into these gusty west winds really shortly. Oh, this doesn't tell me the. All right, 59. And out of the east end, look at the winds they're dealing with right now. 68, 69, 65, 70. So these are some really strong wind gusts. Let me go back to the Weather Service site. I want to see what the conditions are at West Hampton right now. There's actually a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the east end. So east wind at 12, gusting to 24. But there is a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect off the east end. So National Weather Service in Upton has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Suffolk County and southeastern New York until 11:45 p.m. At 10:55, a band of showers and isolated thunderstorms capable of producing damaging winds was located on a line extending from 13 miles south of Southampton to 8 miles south of East Hampton to 22 miles southeast of Hither Hills State Park, moving north at 40 miles an hour. And the hazard is 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts with this thunderstorm. So it's hitting very hard out east. Let's see if we can get an observation out there. No observation at Montauk. Let's get rainfall totals and wind gust reports so far. So these are the rainfall totals. I'm just going to be talking about Long Island in this update. North Merrick, we have a 1.52 inch rainfall amount. Wanto, 1.51. In Suffolk County, 1.22. So these are preliminary. I'm a little more curious about the wind gusts. Yes, Great Gull Island, 54 miles an hour. West Hampton, 51 miles an hour. Some very strong winds out there. I want to go to Wonderground now. We're going to take a look at this before I wrap up this weather update. I don't want it to be long because I want to get this video uploaded. It takes literally 500 megabytes of data. It takes 10 minutes with FiOS. So I don't know what the hell is wrong with FiOS right now. Go to wind. All right, it does show wind. I just want the wind. All right, we're gonna have to. Yeah, here's a good observation here. So it's Shinnecock. This is where they're getting pounded. Let's see if we can. So let's look at the whole thing here, because this is where the worst of it is. Shinnecock. Look at that wind gust, 50 miles an hour, 45, and it's sustained at 45. So this is some pretty bad wind. Look at the low air pressure, 29.05 inches. This is where the low pressure center is. If we go ahead and we look at the models, again, you will see that the center of low pressure. Let's go to Earth Null School. I can show you the center of low pressure here, right here. Let's see, right there is the center. Show it to you, and then we're going to wrap this up. There it is. Look at that center. So there it is. The center is literally right over Long Island. It's right over Long Island. And air. Let's see. Does this do pressure? Does it do pressure? Yeah, here we go. Here you go. So here's the center of low pressure right here. It's dropping very quickly. So very low pressures, 995 millibars right there. So that's really low, 994. Very low. Actually, it's lower than that because we got readings of 985. So this thing is deepening rapidly. I will keep you posted on the storm. The railroad is still suspended. Again, east of Deer Park. I told my viewers last night to avoid the main line for this exact reason. To take, all right, PSEG continues to make repair. All right, they've secured. Okay, we have good news. Service is being restored. So they have secured the utility poles and wires near Central Islip, allowing service to be restored on the Ronkonkoma Branch. So that's good, and they will continue to make repairs through the overnight hours. No delays are expected for Thursday morning's rush. However, the wind continues in tomorrow. So again, I'm going to urge my viewers, just go to the South Shore. All right. I mean, the middle of the island is just the infrastructure here is utter crap. You just got to go to the South Shore. I hate to say it, but it's just what it is. What it is. If you don't want to have a delay, and you don't have a problem, you got to go to the South Shore. And I know they don't like you parking there. Well, they can just stuff it. All right. They can just stuff it. People have to get to work, and people have to get home, and they need reliable service. And you can only get that on the Babylon branch, which hasn't had one freaking problem today. So with that, that wraps up this weather update. Thank you for watching.